What secret mission was so risky it could have sparked a war between two superpowers? In 1968, at the height of the Cold War, the Soviet ballistic missile submarine K-129 silently sailed through the Pacific Ocean. The submarine, carrying a crew of 83 men, disappeared from radar approximately 1,500 miles northwest of Hawaii. Despite extensive efforts by the Soviets to locate their lost vessel, K-129 was never found during their search. The mystery of its sinking and the significant Cold War tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union would later lead to one of the most ambitious and secretive salvage missions in CIA history, Project Azorian. Before we dive into this extraordinary tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into history's most thrilling secrets. Share your thoughts on this incredible covert operation in the comments below. Now, let's unravel how the CIA pulled off one of the Cold War's greatest heists. Anomaly in the Pacific. On March 8, 1968, a U.S. naval base detected an unusual signal from the depths of the Pacific Ocean through its Advanced Sound Surveillance System, SOSUS. This technology, designed to track submarines, had picked up the sounds of an underwater implosion near the area where K-129 was patrolling. The signal was quickly pinpointed, indicating that something catastrophic had occurred around 1,500 miles northwest of Hawaii. Back in the Soviet Union, radio checks were repeatedly made to contact K-129, but all efforts failed. After weeks of unsuccessful attempts to reach the submarine, the Soviets launched a massive search operation to locate their missing vessel. For 2 months, Soviet naval forces combed the Pacific, but ultimately the submarine was declared lost along with its 83 crew members. Meanwhile, U.S. military officials who had been closely monitoring Soviet naval activities saw an opportunity to investigate the anomaly further. Once the Soviets called off their search, the Americans decided to act. The U.S. Navy's investigation. With the Soviet search operation now over, the US decided to conduct its investigation. They deployed the USS Halibut, a nuclear-powered submarine specially modified for covert reconnaissance missions. Equipped with cutting-edge sonar and intelligence-gathering equipment, the Halibut was tasked with investigating the mysterious signal. After 2 months of searching the ocean floor, the Halibut discovered something strange. Using an advanced cable-controlled device that could descend to extreme depths, the crew began photographing an unusual object resting on the seabed. It was the wreck of K-129, lying at an incredible depth of 5,000 meters. The US Navy had confirmed what the Soviets had failed to find: the location of the missing submarine. A high-stakes operation. Back in Washington, curiosity was mounting. U.S. intelligence quickly realized that the wreck of K-129 likely contained highly valuable Soviet military technology. President Richard Nixon, understanding the potential significance of the find, approved a covert mission to recover the wreck. However, this would be no easy feat. The risks of triggering a confrontation with the Soviet Union were high, but the potential rewards were too great to ignore. The CIA was given the task of recovering the submarine from the ocean floor. Their solution was ambitious. They would construct a massive mechanical claw to lift the wreck of K-129 from the ocean bed. The only catch, they needed a cover story that would prevent Soviet intelligence from catching wind of the operation. The cover story. In typical CIA fashion, the intelligence agency devised an elaborate cover story. To conceal the true purpose of the recovery mission, the CIA enlisted the help of eccentric billionaire Howard Hughes. Hughes, a famous business tycoon known for his ventures in aerospace and engineering, was to serve as the public face of the operation. He created a fictional deep-sea mining project that would serve as the cover for the mission. Hughes' company commissioned the construction of a specialized ship, the Hughes Glomar Explorer. Officially, the ship was designed to mine manganese nodules from the ocean floor. In reality, it was built to retrieve the remains of K-129. To sell the illusion, Hollywood actor Richard Anderson was hired to endorse Hughes' new deep-sea mining venture in a commercial. The CIA's cover story was now in place, and the stage was set for one of the most audacious operations of the Cold War: engineering a secret recovery ship. The Glomar Explorer was a marvel of engineering. At 189 meters long and weighing 50,000 tons, the ship was equipped with a massive hoisting mechanism capable of lowering and raising equipment to extreme depths. The centerpiece of the ship's equipment was a giant claw specially designed to grasp the wreckage of K-129 and lift it into the ship's internal hangar, known as the moon pool. Lowering the claw into the ocean would require assembling a series of 600 steel pipes, each 9 meters long, which could be connected connected to form a single pipe capable of reaching the ocean floor. The mission was technically complex and fraught with risk, but the CIA was determined to succeed. The mission begins. By the summer of 1974, after 6 years of preparation, the Glomar Explorer set sail for the wreck site of K-129. Morale among the crew was high, with one member documenting the excitement in a diary entry, stating, "Mission impossible? Nonsense. Impossible was not in our vocabulary." However, the mission hit a snag early on. Soviet intelligence had not given up entirely, and their tracking ship Chajma was patrolling the area. The Soviet crew launched a helicopter to investigate the Glomar Explorer, making several low passes over the ship. Tensions ran high, but the CIA agents stuck to their cover story, claiming that they were conducting deep-sea mining tests. Fortunately, the Soviets accepted the explanation, and the Chajma returned to port. The Glomar Explorer was now free to begin its recovery mission. The recovery attempt. Slowly but surely, the giant claw descended into the dark depths of the Pacific Ocean. After a week, the claw reached the seabed and successfully latched onto the wreck of K-129. The 2,700-ton submarine began its slow ascent from the ocean floor, inching closer to the surface. But disaster struck. As the wreck was being lifted, part of the claw malfunctioned, causing half of the submarine to break off and fall back into the abyss. After years of preparation and hundreds of millions of dollars spent, only a portion of K-129 was recovered. The aftermath. Despite the partial failure of the mission, the CIA still considered the operation a success. The recovered section of K-129 contained valuable information, although the full contents remain classified to this day. According to official reports, the CIA recovered several torpedoes, but no cryptographic codes or other significant military technology. However, the veracity of these claims has been debated. Among the recovered items were the remains of 6 Soviet crew members. The CIA gave them a formal burial at sea, filming the ceremony and later presenting the footage to Russian President Boris Yeltsin in 1992 as a gesture of goodwill. The leak and the end of Project Azorian. The success of Project Azorian was short-lived. In February 1975, the Los Angeles Times published an article exposing the true mission of the Glomar Explorer. The revelation came after someone broke into Howard Hughes' office and stole classified documents linking him to the CIA operation. With the cover blown, any hopes of launching a second recovery attempt were dashed. In response to the media leak, the US government issued a carefully worded statement, neither confirming nor denying the existence of the mission. This evasive phrase became known as the Glomar response, a term still used by government officials today when they wish to avoid answering sensitive questions. Though much of the wreck of K-129 remains on the ocean floor, the coordinates of the site remain classified to this day. Project Azorian remains one of the most fascinating and mysterious operations in the history of the CIA, a mission that exemplifies the lengths to which the US and Soviet Union were willing to go during the Cold War. Thanks for watching the Vault of Epic Facts channel. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Cold War intrigue, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for our next adventure.